Well, hello everyone. We like to welcome everybody to another exciting mini podcast of Let's Get Real with your host Bob Richards. Bob, how you doing?
Hello, Michael. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. How are things with you?
Things are going absolutely great. Let me check. Yeah, I'm fine. I
You really
still,
just had to double check that. I thought you might. Okay, well, that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah, yeah, I'm
Whatever.
okay.
You're a character.
We always try to make these podcasts somewhat interesting,
Well, yeah.
humanistic, and memorable. You
I, I
know,
think I think you do that quite well.
well, you are the inspiration for
Oh no.
for a good time. Now let's get
Uh,
down to business.
okay, sounds good.
I know that we've been talking about how some of our senior homeowners are leaving money on the table. So, is it possible to love your home too much and for too long?
You know what? People don't. You ask somebody at the grocery store that they're gonna like look at you and say, "Security, security." That's just not a typical conversation that one would have with
Yeah,
somebody. But it's the honest goodness truth. Yeah, that actually can happen. That you are staying in the house too long, and it's well, it will cost
yeah,
you money. As you think about age groups right now, Michael, there's a lot of baby boomers that have gotten older, and so that 55, 60 person is now into their 70s and or late 60s, and certainly early 80s.
yeah.
So time goes along, and we get age happens, and we know death and taxes are guaranteed, but we don't know how we're going to be later on in life. Is our health going to be good? Are we going to be able to get around okay? Is there a house that we can live in that allows for a wheelchair or for a walker or a cane or something of that nature? And if not, well, could you have done something different before getting into this kind of I'll call it a predicament. You know, for many Americans, staying put feels like it's safe, it's comfortable. They don't have to move. They don't have to go anywhere, uh, and that's kind of the retirement feel. I get that, but maybe there's some things that we can point out today. I know that people hate change, and especially as we get a little bit older, change is not easy. It gets out of your comfort level. It's a pain. You got to pack. You got to move. You got to lift. You got to da 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 da. It just goes on and on. But if you preserve things that are of most value to you and take those with you to your next house and pocket some money, well, maybe that's an option you might be able to consider.
That's a good option. Speaking of next house, I know that you have a new listing that you'd like to share with us. What do you think?
I do, Michael. Thank you. Let's do it.
All right, I'm going to push these buttons, which is, of
Okay.
course, French for button.
Something like that.
And let's see what we got here. Oh, there we are. And look, we're both
Hey,
still there.
looking at it, looking at it, looking at it good. All
Tell
right,
us
Michael.
about
So,
this.
yeah, this is just in the South St. George area, not out in Little Valley or anything like that. It's just off of River Road, so it's a hop, skip, and a jump to hospital, shopping, retail, big box stores, all that other good stuff.
Yeah.
This home has 3,561 square feet. It's just a few years old, and these folks are on their younger end, and they're moving to not leave money on the table. They're going to
Oh,
capitalize on every dollar that they can
yeah.
as they make their move over to Florida, is where they're going to. So we have 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, 3-car garage, as you can see there. On the left-hand side is a very long gate, long driveway behind the gate that
Yeah.
you can park boats down into and RVs and hardly see anything from the street. Main element of walkout basement here, Michael. Let's go ahead and go to the next one.
Okay.
And let me kind of explain what people will really like about this place. We've got a downstairs family room and an upstairs family room. We got an upstairs kitchen. We have this downstairs kitchen. So it's really a multi-use. If you have kids with friends or
What?
company or visitors, you've each got your own floor to work with, or maybe even you're taking care of mom and dad, or maybe they're taking care of you. You've got, like I say, this two house opportunity that is becoming very popular. They
Yeah.
call it multi-generational housing. Let's go to the next photo. Okay, main level here. We've got absolutely gorgeous kitchen, dining area, great room, family room in the back there. Big deck that you can kind of see just past the dining table and chairs.
Yeah.
And the cabinets, the quartz, everything just is to the nines. It's one of those houses that you're like, um, I don't need to do anything here. No, no, you really don't. It's grab your golf clubs and your suitcase and your boxes and start
Yeah.
unpacking kind of a thing. So let's go on to
Beautiful.
the next one. Yeah. Now, here are the money shots. Here's one of them. Outside, Michael, we have a third kitchen. This is a lanai that they have built. It's
Wow.
not like a fabric lanai. I mean, this is true to form, 2x4 construction and all the bells and whistles. You got this huge TV in the back. You've got another fireplace. You've got, like I said, the kitchen, the pizza oven. You've got refrigerators. You've got everything that you need to use and be able to enjoy with company or just as a family is right there. And you don't have to go up and downstairs. Hey, grab the steaks. You got the steaks right there. And so, and then the last money shot here, Michael, that is spectacular, is this backyard. Now, this is more than I make in a year. This backyard is worth $300,000. That's how much this owner. Now, okay, those are with receipts, but time,
Yeah.
you say times have changed, but it's gotten older. But man, this is an incredible house, an incredible backyard that just has beautiful, you can see the pool, the gas fireplace, you've got other extra chairs, you've got lounge chairs areas, you've got artificial grass. There's not a thing to mow, and it is absolutely, like I say, just so much fun to be back there.
That is amazing. I love that pool. Absolutely love it. That's probably one of the nicest ones I've seen.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it is.
incredible.
Okay, price
So,
wise, we were at 1221. We are now at 1196 as of this afternoon. That's a $25,000 reduction. If you want to drive by it, it's 2291 East, 2800 South in St. George, just east of River Road, kind of out towards the Bloomington Hills area.
wow, that's incredible. So,
Yeah,
Bob, let's say that I want to buy that house right now. How can I get a hold of you? I
thanks,
want to make an
Michael.
offer.
Well, yeah, you got it right now. 435-703-8824 is my cell phone number. That's 435-703-8824. Call and text me either one of those. My email, bob@buyutah.com. And the website is buyutah.com. So I'm over at Berkshire Hathaway right in downtown on the Boulevard and Main Street. So very easily accessible for me to you or you to me. And we'd be glad to help anybody looking for a home or interested in selling their home to see what I can do to best be of service to them.
Sounds great. And I do want to remind everybody that Bob has his main podcast. It's called Let's Get Real. It's on YouTube, all the major podcast channels, and also on his website. So if you want to check it. Oh, we kind of froze there for a second. We
Yeah, we did.
might have some internet glitches going on
Oh,
here. I want to remind everybody that we've got another mini podcast coming up, and I believe you're going to be talking about hidden financial costs and things like that. Great,
we are, and putting more people or putting more money in people's pockets. Yeah,
great. All right, we'll see you again soon on
thanks.
another exciting edition of Let's Get Real.